Influential German philosopher, social revolutionary, journalist, economist, historian, Karl Marx said, reason has always existed, but not always in a reasonable form, meaning reason actually has always had its own existence, significance, importance, worth, and distinction in the world, and also in the determination of all man's lives, their character, attitude, behavior, perception, and also in the ultimate influence of their actions and its outcomes. So we must have reason within ourselves that directs our lives, guides our actions and behavior, and controls all of our perception and outlook in one way or another, because detached and disconnected from reason, we risk actually falling into the dangers of frustration, arrogance, ignorance, aggression, jealousy, envy, etc. And that's why reason must always be able to regulate our behavior as well as our actions. And we must also let and allow reason to enter into our bodies and then start operating, controlling, and regulating our character, mentality, perception, behavior, and action, so that we don't give in or we just don't slide into the negatives and evils of insecurity, weakness, shortcomings, and that does not also translate into resentment, hate, envy, mediocrity, frustration, etc. Because the latter qualities and conditions are going to destroy not only our lives, take away all of our distinction, but also affect and harm those around us. And that's why reason has always been one of the governing faculties of life itself. And life is reasonable if you observe it closely and carefully, if you pay much attention to life itself as well as to your body and to your behavior, then some degree of reason can be easily found and observed. And that means reason is inevitable and imperative, not only as an external branch of knowledge, but also inherently in our bodies there is reason. And reason has always existed in the world, in societies, countries, ages, cultures, and in other places, but it has not always been observed, discovered, or paid adequate attention to, or enough importance, because man generally likes to reject reason, criticality, wisdom, etc., because he wants to be led by desire and controlled by impulse, and also he likes to be arrogant, desperate, frustrated, etc. But reason does not always exist in reasonable forms, because the most stupid